actually did have a pretty good rank last season, so so let's see what's going to go down here.
Yep, and so we are loading in on the Rift. It is BSG, or Battle Stations Gaming, on the blue side. We have iHarmon on Cannon in the top lane. We have Laced Up and as Lee Sin in the jungle. We do have Bobby Big Place in mid lane as Jace. Player John and Curry rounding out in the bot lane with the Vayne Tom Kench combo. Great job there. And on the red side, we do have Fireshark Gaming representing their colors, obviously Fireshark. It is going to be Ducky's Minion in the top lane, Noctron in the jungle with Zach, OmnE Hannibal as Cassiopeia in the mid lane against the Jace, and then the Lucian Braum in the bot lane with Blackwing and Sam the Man. So it looks like a very standard setup. Nothing, too big. Braum is looking on the side. He did get the ward into the tri-brush, so they are going to spot out the 3 on the bot side, letting them know that Lee Sin will be starting a bot side route, moving up to the top side.
I was just kind of looking there to see if there's any kind of invade potential, but I think they all kind of realized that it wasn't the right time to do that at this early. They're probably going to test each other out to start with, so that's just kind of what I was looking for, because when you get into a game like this, you want to see the risky plays that make for better, better watching for all the viewers. But nothing really happened there. We did get that ward, like you said, that was able to push them out a little bit, let them know where they were starting and who was going to be where.
Now, definitely, once again, this Lee Sin will need to make a massive impact later on if he wants to be relevant in this game. So, really curious as to whether he will be able to. A lot of these teams they drafted pretty actually low mobility style. The Cassiopeia very susceptible to ganks. Top lane as well. Echo, a slight dash, but if Lee's good, he can gank it pretty well. So, looking towards those lanes. In the early game, I have to see what they can pull off.
Like I said, we kind of missed it. There was a little bit of early damage there in the mid lane though already. The Jace just kind of showing a little bit of dominance. I think it came out a little bit more on top. But, I think we're going to just kind of see what happens. I mean, we've just got a really early game so far, so.
Pretty quiet overall as well. Nothing too big going on. No real damage training. It looks like they're very content with just passively farming. Now, I'm looking, both junglers actually started on the bot side, so I'm not sure if they're going to want to move around a whole lot. And actually, Echo coming out on top in that top lane, Kennen taking a huge amount of punishment. They actually started Doran's Blade, so he's not going to heal up as fast as if he had Flask there, or Corrupting Potion.
Right.
Obviously, Kennen not using mana, so it doesn't benefit him as much as he would want. So looking through, where do you think Lee and Zach are going to look towards, and who do you think is going to gank first?
I think we're going to see a gank from Zach level 3 in the mid lane, especially with that Jace being pushed up a little bit so far. I think we're going to see a Zach gank coming out after he clears this next camp maybe, especially if he's got a decent stack on his, was the Elastic Slingshot. So if we can see that come in, make a good gank, he might be able to help get the Cassiopeia first blow to take it for himself.
There you go. So, yeah, Cass looking pretty good, pretty roll off in the mid lane actually. Jace not known for his 1 to 2 level damage output, but about 4 or 5 once he gets a few more
through that queue.
Yeah, a few more levels in that queue, it does start doing a lot of damage. So we're gonna be looking towards that lane for the ganks. Still relatively very quiet. Lee Sin and Zach both content with just farming with not much vision around the map either. So that's kind of surprising in my opinion. We usually, from both junglers, we would most likely see a gank. And Zach is the first one to kind of react. He does look towards that bot lane, but it looks like he is going to recall.
So let's see here. I mean, because so far this Cassiopeia has been winning a lot of the trades. I don't think she's had to pop nearly as many potions as the opposing side's had to so far. So she's actually been winning the trades against this Jace so far, and actually a couple CS above him so far. So.
And Zach is the first one to kind of react. Yeah, very quiet. Pink Lords have been picked up by the jungler, almost got the proc off, and Kennen again taking a lot of punishment in the top line, and he just walked in, got a little bit more damage down, flash out from the Echo. That's a good summoner burn, but I'm not sure if it was necessary, but, both sides taking a lot of punishment. Kenny coming out worse for her, but did get the flash, so good job on him.
If Echo could have put that the AoE he has for that stun out a little bit closer to that Kennen, he might have been able to make a play out of that and drop that first blood, but instead he had to burn that flash to keep himself safe.
Yeah, so that's one summoner that's going to make Kennen a lot more dangerous in this lineup, so Gonna be very, very interesting to see what happens. Lee Sin again, trying to clear out the jungle, goes for the Rift Herald, Rift Scuttle. My apologies there. Clearing out a pink ward as well. That pink ward was just placed. He does get jumped on by the Zag, takes a little bit of damage, but looks like he's not gonna get that pink ward. Unfortunately, he does lose his ward in the process. So, unfortunately, that is 30 gold, I believe, 15 gold over to Zach. Great job. Great job on that part. And now, the big question being, ooh, good damage onto the Lucian there. He wasn't able to trade it, but the caster does hit, and there we go. In the top lane again, Kennen taking so much punishment up there. I'm not sure if they want it back yet. Zach is off on the Wheeze. He is looking for a gank. Here comes the windup. Are they going to go all the way in? There we go. Does get jumped. Vayne gets knocked up and around. Gets pinballed into a death. Great job. First blood for Zach, and it looks like Tom Inch is going to go down as well to the Lucian. 2-0 for FSG Gaming. They pick it up. Great job on their part.
That was a very good job. I do believe the first time that Zach was going to engage that gank, either his elastic swing shot wasn't far enough out, like it didn't have enough range to get in the lane, or there was even a ward over that wall. So I don't know exactly what happened on that first attempt when he just kind of backed away, but it was a much better gank this time around. He was able to come in and secure 2 kills for their team there. So it's a very big lead so far for FSG Gaming here.
Player John and Kirby taking that's one step too far and not respecting the Zach ganks. You know, Zach can gank from just about anywhere on the map. Once he gets about 4 charges into his elastic slingshot, so that's a little bit iffy on that point, and that's going to force him to play a little bit more passive. You know, Lucian and Braum doing great, letting Tom Kench and Vayne push up farther and farther, and actually got out. No summoners were burned on the side of BSG, so I mean that is very good on them, realizing that there was nothing that they could do, but still, that is massive for that bot lane duo.
Yep, that was definitely a big lead push. We're probably going to see a little bit more pressure coming out of Lee Sin, hopefully, to make sure that Zach knows he's still in this game, not just farming around. So, I mean, because Zach did find him out, taking his pink ward earlier, did let it kind of make his presence known as well by jumping on him.
And once again, Zach is looking for that gank on the Kennen. Kennen does have flash though. He is level 6 as well. And Echo actually had to use his ultimate. I think he went back to buy and came back. And here we go. There is a gank going in. Kennen does get knocked around, but the Maelstrom is on. Is he going to get out? He does get out and does escape that gank there. Actually survived with quite a bit of health as well. He actually is a quarter health. Actually did significant damage over to the Echo.
I think it's going to be based on that first item purchase of that Negatron cloak. So being able to survive a lot of that damage from both sides, being Zach being AP based and the Echo also being very AP based. So
yeah, the Maelstrom definitely doing a lot for him though in that same process. And Braum here getting caught out, gets condemned against the wall, gets eaten by the Tom Kench and spit out for the Lee Sin. Easy pickup there. Good kill in return. Lee Sin finally showing himself on the map, gets a kill. Moves around, now he has a little bit more pressure as well.
Right.
So bot lane being shown attention from both the junglers.
Like I said, without that pressure, I think that the bot lane might have snowballed a little bit too hard.
Now, which side will snowball?
Oh, I'm sorry. Without the pressure from that Lee Sin, the Fire Sharks probably would have snowballed a little bit too hard. So
and here we go, good stun up by the Kennen. Can't stop you there, but he does get the shield on. He is going to survive. Kennen flashes one, misses the shuriken, but he does get the auto. That is an easy kill there. It looks like player John and Kirby are taking it up. Tom Kench just leaving. Oh, but he does die. That is horrible. Lucian beats out the Vayne in the 1v1. Tom Kench must feel horrible now. He did not do anything to help. And oh, that is a 1 for but the Jace with the shock blast through the gate. Gets a kill in return. That is a 1 for, actually 2 for 1 if you count the top side. So
right.
Now they're even in kills, but man, that was a big mess up on the side of Battle Stations Game.
Again,
that
very
was
risky
awful.
plays, very confident, but very risky play. Thought the ulti was going to rain through and help him finish him off, but just kept either misclicking the champion or wasn't able to put enough damage into that Lucian to finish him off.
Yeah, so Lucian getting a free kill basically there. And that is just heartbreaking for player John. He is now 0-2 in that lane. That's going to send him back even farther, especially against a Lucian and Braum. That is something that you never want to see happen in that situation.
So that put a Lucian at a 2-1 though, so he's got a very, pretty substantial goal advantage, but also again, he's losing out on CS to the Vayne, so it might not equal as much. So we'll just see kind of how the bot lane keeps it going to play out.
And here we go, once again, this is looking a little bit dire in the bot lane. Oh, but the double tap was used on the minion, so it doesn't get in range for the Vayne. Getting tagged, but still very healthy in that bot lane. Mid lane, though, that CS differential might catch up later on. And Jace does have that kill, but still, Cassiopeia is going to get pretty big in this game, I feel.
I mean, they both did a good job as to following up and roaming down to the bot lane to help secure the kills after, you know, the failed attempt to go under tower and take out that Lucian.
Yep. Here we go, Tahm Kench coming into the mid lane, gets a catch onto the Cassiopeia, and they are very afraid of the stunning effect of the Cassiopeia ult.
Yeah, that was it called, like the cryptic gaze or something like that, I think.
Cryptic gaze, there we go. We'll run with it. But still, the threat of that ultimate there is just so damaging, especially under a tower.
Yeah, and you can make one mistake and not look the right way for 1 second, and it'll stun you, and you will have made that tower dive for no point, and she'll have gotten at least probably 1 kill, maybe 2.
Yep. So got to be very, very careful in that respect. Good job, you know, getting away from that. But here we go, once again in that bot lane. They're hammering down this bot lane right here. Braum puts up the shield, does get it around. Oh, he does block up almost everything. Vayne is not able to get all the procs up, but she's going under tower. He's going to get killed. No, doesn't get the last kill. No one dies in that engage, but oh
very
man,
good Tahm Kench, very good save for his carry right there.
Yeah, but Lucian surviving by the skin of his teeth right there. I think still under about 10 or under 100 health there. So barely surviving through. Very risky tower dive. Very surprising for them to go there and try that.
And go there again after the first time it failed. That you would figure they might not want to keep doing so, but maybe with this Tahm Kench helping this time, he'd be able to get that kill. But that being the case, he actually just survived and they both got away. So I think it was very well played and also very well executed on the Tahm Kench.
Yeah, but this is showing a lot of attention in the bot lane now. So that is about the 3rd time that Lee Sin has visited that bot side. You know, we want to make sure the Lee Sin is not, or the Lucian is not going to get any farther ahead. He has 2-1-1, you know, still very relevant in this game. They want to make sure he doesn't get up to that point where he can out-duel the Vayne. That would be absolutely horrible for BSG.
Right, especially with them both being kind of short-range ADCs. When they have to get close enough to each other, you know, they both almost have to be a front line, so you see it one point or another. So in order for them to put down damage, I think that Vayne, or not Vayne, but Lucian might have a little bit more damage from the backside with his ultimate, so.
Relevant in this game. Yeah, definitely. Jace looking pretty solid in the mid lane. Only a 2 CS differential, but he does have his blue buff on, and Lisa misses the Q onto the minion. Doesn't get in range for the Cassiopeia. Looks like he's looking for these ganks now, which is good, but, you know, it's starting to move towards that mid-game. It's about 12 minutes in now. He needs to start making plays around the map to really be impactful, or else he's going to lose out in the late game.
Right. It seems like they might go for some kind of dragon control here, especially with the fact that they've got 3 on the bot side.
Actually, on the bot side, great shockwave hits from the Jace. Jace from down all the way. Tahm Kench coming in the backside. They are going to get the Lucian here. No! Ultimate from Braum catches everyone, but he is exhausted. He goes down, and in goes in the bot side. Double kill for the Vayne. Great job.
Catching back up with the higher CS lead as well, so that puts him higher above that Lucian at this point.
Yep, and now he is 2-2-2, exactly where he wants to be in the spot lane. He is huge moving into this game now. But that roam from Jace, absolutely beautiful. That empowered shock blast moving through the gate and actually decimating the health bar of Lucian and Braum. Insane work there.
Yeah, I was definitely expecting something more out of like that dragon, but once they engaged, they had to kind of abandon the idea of that and just go and help their bot lane and roam down
and
there.
Actually, a good condemn. Zach tried to save that time. I'm not sure why, but he gets condemned into the wall and instantly gets destroyed. And then the top side, Ducky's out duels Kennen, and that's a 1-for-0 on the top side.
And basically just re-evened up the top lane matchup again. Very close in CS. Now they're just 1-1 both, so it's very even up there.
Yep. But still, that's a very good win for BSG. They absolutely decided, you know, put all your pressure in the bot lane, make a play down there constantly, and they're rewarded with first tower as well as 3 kills in the bot lane. So that's absolutely crazy. Now they're looking around towards Dragon Control a little bit. As you can see, the ward setup has not changed from Firestar Gaming. They're not looking to press too far in because they can at this point.
Right.
So actually, Dragon Control is looking to go over to BSG. Firestar actually have to play extremely defensive here. We see Tahm Kench, you know, bullying around the Braum in the lane.
Right.
Or in the jungle, sorry.
I mean, but that gray health makes it to where he can do so pretty fairly easy.
Once again, they're looking for it. They want to maneuver around. They're seeing Braum around. Oh, here we go. Tahm Kench found out a little bit, but Lee Sin is here. They're going all the way in. Oh, good bounce house from Zach, but Jace solos the Cassiopeia, and here we go, engaging all the way in. Firestar Gaming trying to find their way out. Lee Sin does get the Dragon Kick, and Jace picks up a second kill. Jace is coming out. Tahm Kench gets another kill as well. This is a whitewash for BSG. They're going all the way in. Are they going to get out? No, Tahm Kench does fall, but that is going to be a 5-0 for Battle Stations Gaming. Great job. A 5-for-1 in the jungle fight from a very messy engage.
Triple kill off that Jace early, and you picked up the Cassiopeia first, put her out completely, no damage from the mid range.
Yep. And we have to go back at some point and watch that Cassiopeia kill came out of nowhere. Jace just absolutely demolishes her. She did have time to ult, but Petrifying Gaze was not enough.
Right.
It absolutely wasn't enough to deal with this Jace, and so he got free damage, free poke, and everything. And something to mention as well, Cassiopeia is not running Deathfire Touch like most Cassiopeias do. You know, she's running Thunderlords, which most people would argue that the Deathfire Touch will do a lot more. You know, constant fangs coming out of you. You'd much rather have the dot instead of the burst damage from Thunderlord.
It's just the attempt to be a bully, I think. The attempt to maybe be a lane bully with that and be able to push him out just a little bit further each time. But I think that if Jace runs the Thunderlords, I think it's better on him than it would be the Cassiopeia.
Here we go. We see Kennen caught out a little bit, but great flash to get out over into the Baron pit. He survives a very dedicated game.
Was not even able, didn't even actually have to proc Rift Herald either, was able to dodge that completely.
And Braum Ultimate was used to try and clear out the wave. I'm not sure if he wants to do that. He might get soloed on the tower. Yep, they're going all the way in, but good exhaust under the tower, but heal is burned, so he gets out pretty much scot-free. But that is 2 ultimates down and 2 summoner spells out, 1 on each side. Exhaust down from Braum, heal down from Vayne. That's definitely going to hurt. That's definitely going to hurt Vayne a lot more in the long run, I feel. You know, not having that summoner spell up in case she gets caught out in the front line. So, but looks like this mid tower is going to fall. They have a great siege going right now. Again, Vayne now shredding with the empowered Q all over the place. It does affect towers now, so she can use a Q on towers, you know, get that extra damage proc. Basically like a Misfortune passive shot, love tap. And so shredding towers left and right. Tahm Kench finding out the Zag. Zag looks like he's going to go for an engage, but decides not to. Tries to bounce house on the Jace. Their focus is super split right now. Great condemn from the Vayne. Does catch Braum's shield though, so does not hit the Zag. Remember, Zag's passive is still down, I believe, right now. Vayne does take a tower shot. She has out of mana. She has to run.
I mean, we're definitely seeing a lot better group play from Battle Stations Game at this point. Especially focusing themselves around that Vayne, the fact that she is just that much further ahead at this point than the opposing team is.
And they do focus on the dragon right now, you know, making sure that they get that move speed down. That's what they need to, you know, engage these fights if they want to. This is going to help them move around the map, help Lee Sin, you know, get into these fights a lot quicker. You know, the question is, where's the next focus? Are they looking towards the bot lane, or are they looking towards the top lane? And, you know, what are they going to force out next? Because at this point, with a 4K gold lead, more or less, they have all the power in the world to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a clear cut.
And here we are seeing the infamous glitch from the Lee Sin and Tahm Kench. That was a little bit of fun. Oh, actually, we did have, unfortunately, a little bit of lag spike there. That was why we saw a little bit of an error. But we are back in the game. I was wondering about that, and actually Lee Sin going all the way back, almost sold out the Lucian. Oh, but Petrifying Gaze does hit everyone. And Cass can turn this around, does get the kill. Braum actually picks that up. That's actually 2 kills on the side of Firestar Gaming. They did just solo him out. A little bit of an issue there, but Kennen going all the way in on the Echo. That was a little bit risky call, a little bit ballsy on the side of BSG. Actually got caught out under tower, you know.
Yeah, and then that really great ultimate from the Cassiopeia there.
Petrifying Gaze
help
killing
her
it off.
pick up 2 kills. Unfortunately, the Braum was able to pick one of those up instead of her, but it was still 2 kills for their side regardless.
And that's a little bit of window back in. That was a 2-for-0, but in the top side, Kennen almost soloed out Echo. Echo has to leave now. Doesn't have CT or anything to get back to this tower. That top tower, I think, will go down. No, he actually uses ult to get back to the tower. I forgot about that. A lot of people like to use that, but Zach finding out Vayne in the jungle there. Vayne does have to condemn him out of the way, but here we go. Here comes the engage. I'm not sure if this is exactly what they want, though. This is now a 3-on-3, I'm sorry. Cassiopeia pumping out that damage onto the Vayne, but Tahm Kench just eats her away, runs away.
I'm thinking we're seeing a little bit of a power shift in the mid lane now. I think that Cassiopeia's dot damage is starting to take more of effect now that she's able to get a few more items and getting into her further build.
Yeah, Rallies has been completed on the Cassiopeia, meaning she'll be slowing for ages in that regard. Again, in this top lane, this Kennen is absolutely punishing Echo. I'm not sure if he wants to keep staying up there.
Just constant damage, trying to keep pressure up on the top lane.
Yep. Now, looking like the small rotations they're moving their laners up to the top side. They really want that tower, which is a good call. Open up the map a little bit more. Make sure they have pressure everywhere. And make sure that they can start getting deep wards into Firestar Gaming's jungle. Big question here is, how is FSG Gaming going to answer, you know? With the Zac, they do have a lot of good engage, but I don't think they have the damage to actually back it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I think they're lacking, minus the Cassiopeia coming into her true colors at this point. I mean, she needs to pick up a new large rod to hopefully finish out her, what's the name?
Archangel
Yeah,
staff?
the Archangel staff, sorry. So she's going to pick that up and almost finish that out. She's probably got almost a full stack on the tier already. So at this point, we're going to hopefully see a lot more damage coming out from that Cassiopeia. Maybe making a bigger difference in the fact that they have all this high engage.
And Jace is moving along that line. He already has a Youmuu's finished. He's looking for, I believe, a Black Cleaver. I want to say it's actually a mixture of in between. I'm not sure what he's moving towards. But he is absolutely humongous. 415 with a massive amount of farm under his belt right now. So
I mean, one empowered Q from Jace is able to completely quarter that Brahm's health, and that was a lot of health coming off of him, a lot of damage from that Jace.
Yeah, and imagine every fight starting out with that engage, you know, the empowered Q just ripping through the entire backline. And here we go, Tomgen is looking for a certain kill. The Voyage is getting all the way through, but misses completely. They did get out very safely.
It was a very leap over the wall for that Zac to avoid the contempt. That way he wouldn't be caught out and, you know, be at any reason to be caught away for his own loss.
And here we go. Zac going in all the way in the backline. Bounce House is going, but they don't really have anyone there. I don't know why they did that. Looks like they were just trying to do it to clear out the minion wave, but I don't think that was really necessary, you know. They lose out on a good ultimate. Culling and Bounce House were down. So that is going to mean more or less a free tower. They're just trying to clear waves right now. I'm not sure if that's what they want to do. They just lost the problem. That is 3 ultimates down for a wave clear. They're still going to lose this tower. I don't think that's exactly what they wanted to do. And here we go, moving up again. They have to concede this tower after burning everything. They have no way to stop this push against the tower.
The only thing left is the Cassiopeia's ultimate, the petrifying gaze. If we can catch him out again, just like last time, she might be able to pick up a few extra kills for their team here.
Yeah, but there's only 2 left. Jace is moving around the side. Shock Blasts are ripping through the team, but no, they have to concede. I think that was a desperation save there, and off on the side, we do see Echo engaging on top of the group there, and Lucian actually takes down Lee. Vayne takes out Cassiopeia, and she's gonna duel everyone. Lucian might go down here too. Last shot does go through, does get the Lucian for a double kill. Jace is going to go down to the Echo here. Is he going to get a kill? No. Yes, he does. Echo does get a kill, but not until Vayne gets a triple kill. That is a highlight reel right there.
Yeah, the Echo's coming back around, though. We're going to see if he's going to try to re-engage his team with the Zac being there at full health.
Zac actually goes in. Oh, Tonguebench does eat him up. But in the bot lane here, Vayne is getting attacked and almost gets killed. Oh, is he going to survive? No. Does get killed there. So he does go down for his troubles, but Echo does get out with the Chrono Shift, breaking back out. And that is a 3, I want to say a 2 for 3, I'm sorry, 2 for 3. So,
yeah, because there was a lot more, there was a triple kill out of the Vayne.
Yep.
Along with the, and then the Echo did get one.
And then a kill onto the Vayne from I believe, I want to say Tommy.
Yeah.
Or no. That was just, overall, very sorry about that. We were very disoriented because that was a split fight on both sides, and it was so messy on both sides as well.
Cassiopeia put down so much damage, but then she missed her petrifying gaze on the Vayne after she condemned her into the wall, so she thought she was going to get her the Q moved her out of the way. So, I mean, it would have been a really good play, but the Vayne was able to outmaneuver and was able to make something out of it. So
yeah, Zac jumps in, doesn't find his camp like he wanted to, unfortunately. So
see what kind of plays we're making here. This Cassiopeia is putting down just a lot of damage. I'm not sure if she's going to go for the Leandries after the Archangel staff. Something personally I would do, but again, I'm just a silver player, so I don't know for sure.
Looks like Battle Stations Gaming is going to get on that Infernal. That's definitely going to power spike the Jace and the Kennen. That's going to be insane. Here we go. Tonguebench is zooming in. Where's he going to go? They're looking for the Cassiopeia, but that doesn't look like what they want to do. Kennen does get found out by the Echo and Zac. They zone him off. Jace is moving through, does find the Braum, but he is alone. He is pinching between enemy lines. Lee Sin is trying to help him out. Are they going to move around? Kennen does get soloed out almost by the Echo. Zac has to follow up. He is getting chased right now. Lee Sin does land the dragon, or the Q onto them, looking like they want to keep going. Zac does get split into blobs, does go down. Echo has to zip back into the fight. Unfortunately, they are all chasing him down. I think this is going to be another kill. Culling does come out from Lucian. They're looking for it, and actually, Echo does get away. Great zoning control by the Lucian and Braum. Braum flashes in, does get attacked onto the Tomcats. They're looking to go all the way in on this, but Braum drops so quickly. Jace pumping out so much damage in this fight. Vayne picking up another kill as well. Lee Sin back into this fight. They go in on the Cassiopeia. She is going to go down here very shortly. Almost no damage from her. Vayne gets a kill. That's a double kill again. She is on a roll right now.
Just the complete like rotations and map awareness from one side to the other. They're both noticing things and making changes in what they're doing. And by the time it's already too late, so at one point they were almost completely outplayed by the opposing team.
Yep. And again, Echo trying to be lifesaver right now. He is full health against a fairly low squad, and he is extremely tanky, but they do get that tower down. And right now, Fireshark Gaming cannot disregard the damage coming out of Jace. He is absolutely obliterating the enemy team.
He's doing so much for his team that once he gets done with his combo, Zane's able to pick up every kill remaining. I mean, if Jace one-shot somebody with his entire combo, everyone else is taking the blunt of the AoE damage coming off a lot of his abilities. So the Vayne's able to pick up quite a few kills, and the outplays and the duels that she's picking up.
It's something that has to be stated right now is a lot of the reason that that Battle Stations Gaming is winning this is solely because they had a fairly good early game. You know, a lot of these fights are extremely messy and they can't do a whole lot, but right now it looks like Tom Kench is trying to get, you know, not found out, but Vayne is here. She has the flight on right now, but she does find the Lucian, gets chunked down to half. Maelstrom comes out from Kennen. I'm not sure what he was looking for. It doesn't really catch anyone. They have to back off. Yep, there goes Jace. Oh, but the empowered shock blast does go through, hits the Braum. His shield was not up. They get another kill. A little bit disjointed there. This is extremely disjointed, actually, from what I can see, but Battle Stations Gaming making it work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Fireshark's actually putting all of their like eggs together. They're all kind of splitting up still, trying to take small little objectives when they still haven't even seized one tower yet. So they need to kind of just push in a singular direction.
And here we go, another fight coming out. Tom Kench, Special Voyage all the way in. Zach Bounce House goes off, and oh, the empowered Q once again zipping all the way to the back line. And Vayne looking like he wants to get a kill. Yes, he does. The third shot from the Vayne does get the kill on the Zach. Unfortunately, he does not have the Blobless to save him. This looks like a down inhibitor tower, maybe even an inhib itself. So
yeah,
very,
I'm not really
very
sure.
strong.
Besides that Braum ulti, there might not be a whole lot to able to contest that.
And something to mention as well, this Braum is constantly trying to use his ultimate to clear out waves, and it's not working. It doesn't do as much damage as he's hoping. They're just losing an ultimate each time he does this, and they're not having it up for fights.
You really need it to be able to either counter engage or disengage, or even just be able to make a play of his own.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, just putting out minion waves trying to prevent the tower, just to make them push faster to where, you know, they just got to make sure they don't take as much tower damage before the rest of Fireshark can get there and make a play happen.
Yep. As well as, you know, the Jace already having finished the Black Cleaver, working on a Hex Drinker as well as the Last Whisper. This is going to look extremely dangerous. Every time Jace is off on the side, it's going to be such a problem if Fireshark Gaming cannot get the vision down. Tom Kench having a few issues with the ward, but clears it out.
But the fact that this Jace is still going like a somewhat tanky, kind of like a bruiser build, he's able to stay in the back like an ADC, poke out, and once he applies his poke, he can completely clear that gap and jump into the game and make a play.
And here we go. Sorry, a little bit of jump right there. They are moving in on the Echo now. He does have ulti, but he is not able to pop it. Gets killed where he stands. That is a big rundown there. They're looking for the top side.
It's just a really big example of being caught out with no one else to help you. I mean, you did have Zach over on the Baron side, but he was nowhere near close enough to help make a play happen.
And here we go, Kennen TPing in behind enemy lines here. It looks like they're going to go for it. Kennen does have ultimate. Maelstrom is on. He's looking for the Cassiopeia. Does not get all the way back. Has to back off. Unfortunately, the rest of this team could not follow up fast enough. So, still looking for those picks there. Looks like they're going to try and push up mid node. They're looking towards the Baron, which is a very good call, but unfortunately, Fireshark Gaming does have it all boarded up. So this might be a risky engage. Remember, they are a little bit low level right now. And there they go. They are engaging on it right now. So
I think this Vayne is just going to be able to completely out damage this Baron. Like, the low level, it would matter, but the Vayne is just so far ahead in her build that she's able to just completely demolish that Baron.
Yeah. Echo did try and TP in behind lines, but it wasn't fast enough. They melted that Baron down. Absolutely done within 28 minutes. Great Baron take right there, and Kennen caught out once again. Looks like they're going to rotate towards him. Once again, he does Chrono Shift back into enemy lines. They're going to chase him down. Vayne out-dueling 2v1 here. And here comes Cassiopeia. Is she going to be able to do anything? Vayne wants it. Does sidestep the Petrifying Gaze. Is going to get that kill on the Cassiopeia. Now has a flash away from the Zach. Zach gets condemned against the wall and gets split. Are they going to go for it? Yes, Kennen is going to pick that up right now. Vayne pushing up the mid lane. This looks like a game-winning push right now. Braum has a flash out of that engage, and Oh, unfortunately, this is looking very, very dire for Fireshark Gaming.
I mean, we do have the Baron empowered super minions right here, so it's gonna be a very hard to contest tower taker. At least just the one, if not more. With the whole team coming back up mid lane to come help him take those towers there. So.
Here we go, Kennen all the way to the back line again. Does get the Lucian. Is Echo gonna go down as well? No. The Q does not land. Shuriken, Kennen, hit your shurikens, please, man. That's gonna do something. Oh, is he gonna troll? Oh, almost trolled Vayne into dying there. Kirby and Player John having a bit of fun here on the Rift. About to close out the game here. Baron still on all the members of the team. Looks like they're just going to go pad the KDA now. Braum gets eaten into the back line. Volume Big Play does pick that up. He has 829. He is huge right now. Zach tries to bounce us around but doesn't have passing. Gets dropped again. Yeah, and here we go. Oh! Lee Sin going all the way into the back line, showing Insect what insects should do.
You've got the triple call on the Jace. You're probably going to try to go ahead and get him a quad.
And Echo coming in the back lines there. Is he going to get it? There we go. Oh, almost there. Everyone gets sent up actually for the Echo dying, actually, which is kind of funny. Tomgench does pick that up, but they're going to take down the inhibitor shortly. Looks like they're having a bit of fun. Jace has the kitty in again. 11, 2, and 10. Gets absolutely all over Fireshark Gaming, runs him into the ground, 29-13.